What a beautiful Monday morning, and today we're going to be starting a brand new series and we're going to be calling The Universe Mode. Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Manuel Rodriguez and welcome to the WWE 2K15 Universe Mode. Today is Monday and it is going to be time for Monday Night Raw. We are a couple days away from the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania Sunday. And today, I'm going to be showing you the match card, I'm going to be showing you the titles that's going to be for the brands, and the schedule for what's going to happen for the Universe Mode. Let's get to it. So, for Monday Night Raw, the championships we have for the red brand is a WWE Championship, currently held by John Cena. And then we have the WWE United States Championship, currently held by Kofi Kingston. And then we have the World Tag Team titles representing Monday Night Raw. The World Tag Team titles is making a return. And it's going to be currently held by Kane and Daniel Bryan of Team Hell No. And AJ Lee, the Divas Champion, will be defending the title for both Raw and SmackDown. Now let's find out what's going to happen what the titles are going to be for NXT. So, for NXT, the NXT Championship is going to be currently held by Bo Dallas. Is the main title for the gold brand. We don't have any singles title right now, but we have the NXT Tag Team titles, which is currently going to be held by Connor and Victor of the Ascension. And Paige is going to be the NXT Women's Champion. Now we'll see where the titles are going to be for SmackDown. So, for SmackDown, we have the World Heavyweight Championship. The big gold belt is now going to be wrapped around the waist of Alberto Del Rio. It is SmackDown's main championship. And then we have the illustrious Intercontinental Championship. The white strap belt is going to be wrapped around the waist of The Miz. And then we will have the WWE Tag Team Championship. Not the pain belts, but the original tag team titles currently held by Cody Rhodes and Goldust, the Brotherhood. And as I said, AJ Lee is the Divas Champion. She's gonna be defending the titles for both. She's gonna be defending the title for both Raw and SmackDown. Now we're gonna find out what's the schedule for the Universe modes. All right, so for the Universe mode for here in 2K15, for Monday Night Raw, for Monday nights it's gonna be Raw, and then Tuesday is gonna be main event. Wednesday is gonna be NXT. Thursday is gonna be Superstars. And Friday is going to be SmackDown. Now you might see me on Monday through Friday, which is going to be annoying. But we also have some pay-per-views. So for Sunday, this Sunday is going to be WrestleMania. And then in May, we're going to be having Extreme Rules. And then in June, we're going to be having Payback. And in July, we're going to be having Money in the Bank. For August, we're going to be having an NXT event a week before SummerSlam. And then we're going to be having the Night of Champions in September. We're going to be having two pay-per-views for October, which is Battleground and Hell in a Cell. For November, we're going to be having another NXT event before Survivor Series. And we're going to be having TLC in December. We're going to be having two events for January, which is another NXT event and the Royal Rumble the following week. And then we're going to be having NXT Arrival and also the Elimination Chamber. And we're going to be having another NXT event, which is going to be a week before WrestleMania of next year. So you will see WrestleMania 30 in 2K16. Now we're going to get to the match card for what's going to happen today here on Raw. Alright, for Monday Night Raw today, we're going to be having our first match of the night, which is Ryback going one-on-one against The Rock. The Rock is making a return, and he'll be here on Raw in our first match. And in our second match of the night, the Divas Champion AJ Lee going one-on-one against Nikki Bella. And then in our third match, Jack Swagger is going one-on-one against the Shield's Dean Ambrose. And then in our fourth match, R-Truth is going up against Rey Mysterio. Is our co-main event. And for the main event, Brock Lesnar is going one-on-one against Randy Orton in a steel cage. Now, let's get to our first match of the night between Ryback and The Rock. Let's get to our first match of the night. Welcome to Raw. We are live here in Los Angeles, and it's time for our first match of the night with Ryback, with Curtis Axel in his corner as he's going one-on-one against The Rock. The Rock is making an appearance. He's making a return here tonight in Los Angeles for Monday Night Raw in our very first match of the night, and in our very first episode of the Universe Mode. Now for NXT, we're going to be having my career characters, like what we see in my career, like Baron Blade, like Tommy Wall, the Luchador, among others. They will be competing on NXT, and that won't be until Wednesday. But right now we have Monday Night Raw, and this is our first match of the night. And guys, here he is, the return of the most electrifying man in sports entertainment, The Rock. He has made a surprise return here on Raw in our very first match. The last time we saw Rock was back at WrestleMania of last year when he took on John Cena, and it was a big victory for The Rock, a big win. And we have WrestleMania 29 coming up this Sunday night. And what a pay-per-view it's going to be. But for right now, we have Monday Night Raw, our first match of the night. The Rock going one-on-one against Ryback with Curtis Axel. We have a lot of one-on-one matches here. We have a lot of one-on-one matches here tonight on Raw. Here today on Monday Night Raw. Here we go, we are now on the way to kick us off on Raw with The Rock and Ryback. Collar and elbow tie-up. The Rock has the arm. Goes behind the Ryback. And The Rock begins to outclass Ryback here tonight in our very first match. Another collar and elbow tie-up. The Rock has a head, and Ryback shoves The Rock. Oh man! What a slam from the big guy. And Ryback with those elbow strikes to The Rock. Curtis Axel on the outside. And there's a stomp. An Irish whip. And a hard Irish whip. And there's a Lou Thesz press, slamming The Rock's head into the ground, into the mat. And there's a third time. And Ryback, collar and elbow tie-up. The Rock has a head this time. And there's a right hand. Ryback, with the arm, the left arm of The Rock. And there's a spine buster. And there's a stomp. Irish whip. And there's another Lou Thesz press, slamming The Rock's head into the mat 3 more times. Curtis Axel on the outside of the ring with a look of satisfactory as Ryback is taking control of The Rock here tonight in Los Angeles. And Ryback, follow-away slam, my goodness, the strength of the big hungry. And Ryback again slamming The Rock's head into the mat. There's 2 more stomps. Rock counters. There's a kick to the gut. There's a chop. And there's a combination from The Rock. Irish whip. And a clothesline. Down goes Ryback. Now The Rock dragging Ryback. There's an elbow. There's a right hand. There's another right hand. There's a stomp. A counter from Ryback. Ryback, Irish whip. And pull back into an elbow. Ryback with a stomp. And there's another stomp. And there's a meat hook clothesline. Cover. Rope break. as Rock got to ropes, which causes a rope break, which forces Ryback to release the pin attempt. And a Samoan drop from The Rock. Right hand. The Rock, belly to belly. Down goes Ryback. An elbow. And The Rock with a DT. Aw, man. The Rock with a stomp. And again with those right hands. Slamming Ryback's head into the mat. The Rock. Clothesline from the People's Champion. The Brahma Bull in control. The Rock picks up Ryback. Spinebuster. Cover. Kick out from Ryback at 2. The Rock is getting frustrated. Irish whip from Ryback and a hard Irish whip in the corner. And another Lou Thesz press. Slamming The Rock's head to the mat again. Ryback. What's he going for here? Oh boy. Uh-oh, this is not good for Rock. Ryback has him up. Marching around the ring. Shell shocked. Cover. Hooks the leg. Ryback gets a big victory over The Rock here on Raw. So Ryback gets a big victory over the People's Champion here tonight on Raw. We still have a lot more matches coming up, including the steel cage match between Brock Lesnar and Randy Orton. So guys, it's time for our second match of the night. Let's get to it. Let's get to our second match of the night right here on Raw. Live from Los Angeles. Here we go. We are underway, our second match of the night, and Divas action. Collar and elbow tie up. AJ Lee has the arm. Goes behind him, Nikki Bella. And Nikki Bella goes behind of AJ. Oh man. Another collar and elbow tie between these two divas. And no one won that one. No one didn't budge. Oh man, there's a kick from the pullback. Dragging AJ Lee. Leg drop from Nikki Bella. And there's a stomp. And another stomp. AJ Lee, Irish whip. Pull back. Oh man, tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. Kick to the back. Oh man, there's a stomp. Like as I said, we are a couple days away from WrestleMania. And there's a collar and elbow tie-up from Nikki. She has the arm of AJ. AJ Lee has the arm of Nikki Bella. And Nikki Bella counters as she has the arm of AJ Lee. Goes behind. Now as we see, we have Tamina in the corner of AJ and Brie Bella in the corner of her sister Nikki. And AJ Lee takes Nikki Bella down. Nikki got out of it. Irish whip, pull back into another tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. There's a stomp. Now guys, the universe is, oh man, so unpredictable. You don't even know when there's going to be a title defense. And there's a kick to the back. There's a forearm. Irish whip. Pull back. Into a backbreaker. Now rolling Nikki Bella. And there's a kick to the back by AJ Lee, the Divas champion. Remember, oh man. Remember, the Divas championship is not on the line. Not tonight. Aw, man. There's more slaps from Nikki. There's a forearm and another forearm. Oh, that was uncalled for. And down goes AJ Lee. The Divas champion in trouble. There's a leg drop from Nikki. There's a right hand. And there's a stomp. And AJ Lee got out of it. Nikki Bella. Russian leg sweep. From the Fearless One. Cover. And AJ Lee kicked out. And there's a stomp. And a right hand. AJ Lee. With a neck breaker. Now AJ Lee. Snapmare. And a kick to the leg of Nikki Bella by AJ Lee. AJ Lee. Shiranu. Cover. Kick out from Nikki Bella, 2.5. AJ Lee can't believe it. Now AJ Lee going for the Black Widow. She's got locked in. What's Nikki Bella gonna do? She got locked in as AJ. And she did not tap out. Not yet. There's a kick to the left. There's a kick. And a cover. Brie Bella's in the ring. And AJ Lee gets the victory. So AJ Lee, the Divas champion, gets a victory here tonight, right here on Raw. As we're a couple days away from WrestleMania Sunday. I don't even know if the Divas title is going to be on the line at WrestleMania. Because the Universe mode is so unpredictable. You don't even know when there's going to be a championship defense. You don't even know when there's going to be a title on the line. But, either way, nonetheless, AJ Lee gets a victory. And it's time for a third match of the night right here on Raw. Welcome back to Raw. We are live here in Los Angeles. And it's time for a third match of the night. As Jack Swagger with Zeb Coulter in his ring and in his corner is going one-on-one against Dean Ambrose with Roman Reigns in his corner. Like as I said, Sunday night is the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania. But that's not until Sunday. Right now, right here on Raw, live from Los Angeles, we have a one-on-one match between Jack Swagger and Dean Ambrose. And guys, it is time for the Shield. Dean Ambrose with Roman Reigns in his corner. And there you see Roman Reigns. And there is Dean Ambrose. Seth Rollins is not here right now. Seth Rollins is not in his corner right now. Not tonight. The Shield made their devastating debut back at Survivor Series of last year. Back at Survivor Series in 2012 last year. This is 2013 here. Couple days away from WrestleMania. Ambrose is ready, and so is Swagger. Let's get to it. We are now on the way, our third match of the night. Collar and elbow tie-up. Jack Swagger has the head of Ambrose. Takes down Dean Ambrose. There's a right hand from Jack Swagger. And there's a kick to the gut. And Ambrose getting momentum. We have a combination. And there's a drop kick. And, oh man. And those stomps from Jack Swagger. And there's another one. And another collar and elbow tie-up. Dean Ambrose goes behind. Jack Swagger takes down Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose counters, taking down Jack Swagger. And Swagger. Aw, man. And there's a right hand. Another collar and elbow tie-up between these two men. Ambrose has the head. Takes down Jack Swagger. And a right hand from Dean Ambrose. These two men are outclassing each other. Ambrose suplex. Oh man, what a move right there. Ambrose with a cover. And Jack Swagger kicked out. And there's a right hand. And Jack Swagger with a, oh man, gut wrench suplex. Cover. Rope break as Dean Ambrose got to ropes, which forces Jack Swagger to break the pin attempt. Ambrose, Irish whip, and a hard one too in the corner. And a spinebuster from Dean Ambrose. Ambrose kick to the gut. Ambrose DDT. A DDT from Ambrose. And there's a stomp and another stomp. Ambrose in complete control now. Oh boy. Butterfly suplex. Ambrose rolling Swagger. Oh man, kick to the gut. Followed by a kick. Another one. Ambrose dragging Jack Swagger. Ambrose. Oh boy, this is not good. Oh my god, look at this. It looks like an STF or a crossface. Is Jack Swagger gonna tap out here? Seb Coulter again being the factor, again involved. Ambrose with a cover. And Ripley did not see the cover. Jack Swagger kicked out anyway. And Jack Swagger, oh man, a knee to the lower abdomen of Ambrose. And there's those clubbing blows and 3 push-ups from 4 from Jack Swagger, the All-American American. Cesaro is not here right now. He's not in the corner of Jack Swagger right now. Even though they're now a tag team called the Real Americans. Jack Swagger. Ambrose. He has him up. He has Jack Swagger. And a suplex. What's Ambrose going for? Oh boy, this is not going to be good. Jack Swagger groggy. Oh man, there's a knee. Cover. Hooks the leg. Seb Coulter again involved again. And Jack Swagger kicked out anyway. Stomping on the right arm of Jack Swagger. Right hand from Ambrose. Ambrose has him up again. Oh man, there's another one of those suplexes. Cover again. Seb Coulter again involved again. A third time he's getting involved. Seb Coulter has been ejected from ringside. And there's a reverse suplex from Dean Ambrose. Dean Ambrose dragging Jack Swagger along by the arm. And there's another stomp. Followed by a kick. Again from Ambrose. Another cover. Ambrose gets the victory. So Dean Ambrose from the Shield gets a victory over Jack Swagger here tonight on Raw. We have 2 more matches coming up, which includes the steel cage match between Brock Lesnar and Randy Orton. But that's not until the main event. Alright guys, let's get to our co-main event tonight right here on Raw, live from Los Angeles, California. Let's get to our co-main event tonight. Alright guys, we're now on the way, our co-main event of the night between Rey Mysterio and R-Truth. Let's not forget, our main event, it will be Brock Lesnar and Randy Orton inside of a steel cage. And Rey Mysterio gaining the upper hand of R-Truth, Xavier Woods on the outside. And R-Truth taking down Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio goes behind. And R-Truth goes behind. Rey Mysterio takes down R-Truth again. And Rey Mysterio with a knee. Right hand from Rey Mysterio. Hurricane Rana from a pullback attack. Rey Mysterio with a stomp and another stomp. And another one. Rey Mysterio dragging R-Truth. And there's a moonsault. A standing moonsault from Rey Mysterio. And there's a stomp. And another moonsault. R-Truth Irish whip. Aw, man. And there's a hip toss from R-Truth. R-Truth. Aw, man, with a knee. Rey Mysterio is down. There's a leg drop from R-Truth. R-Truth now in control. There's an STO. Cover. And a kick out from Rey Mysterio at 1. There's a stomp. And Rey Mysterio with a Frankensteiner. There's a stomp. Rey Mysterio drags R-Truth by the arm. And there's a kick to the back. And there's a stomp. And there's a kick. And Rey Mysterio. Oh my goodness! A sunset flip powerbomb. Cover. R-Truth kicks out. Not even a 2 count. Where's Rey Mysterio going? Remember, they have a count of 10. And oh man, there's a drop kick. And out of the ring goes R-Truth. And we're going back out. Oh, come on now. Not my announce table, please. The announce table is being destroyed. Remember, this is not a no-holds-barred match. This is one-on-one. And Xavier Woods trying to get involved. Remember, referee, these guys have a count of 10 to get back in the ring. Rey Mysterio, no! Sunset flip powerbomb! The announce table has been annihilated. The announce table has been annihilated. Rey Mysterio stopped the count. That was a smart thing. And Xavier Woods is trying to be a factor. And R-Truth throwing Rey Mysterio back in the ring. And there's a blatant choke. That was uncalled for. Come on. Back in the ring goes R-Truth. Right hand. And R-Truth. Oh man. Reverse suplex. There's a leg drop. R-Truth. Right hand. Rey Mysterio has a head. And there's a suplex from Rey Mysterio. And there's another stomp. Rey Mysterio in control. Snapmare followed by a drop kick from Rey Mysterio. Cover. Rey Mysterio gets a victory here tonight in our co-main event of Raw. So Rey Mysterio gets a victory, and oh wow, that's a show of respect between these two men. But nonetheless, Rey Mysterio gets a victory, and now it is time for a co-main event of the night. Let's get to it. And guys, it is time for our main event tonight. a steel cage match between Brock Lesnar, the Beast, the Conqueror, is going one-on-one against the Viper, Randy Orton, inside of a steel cage. This is the main event of Raw. And let's not forget, tomorrow is going to be Raw's show called Main Event. It is going to be a joint production of Raw and NXT. So guys, don't miss what's going to happen tomorrow on Main Event. But right now, here on Raw, it is time for a cage match between Brock Lesnar and Randy Orton. Lesnar is ready. And so is this man, Randy Orton, the Apex Predator, the Viper. He is a former WWE champion, a former world champion. Randy Orton, the former WWE champion, a former world champion, a former Intercontinental and Tag Team champion. He was the youngest World Heavyweight Champion in history, because back at SummerSlam in 2004, he defeated the late legendary Rabid Wolverine Chris Benoit to become the World Heavyweight Champion. He was at the age of 24. He was the youngest World Heavyweight Champion in history. And now tonight, competing inside of a steel cage against Brock Lesnar. Also a former WWE champion. Here we go, we are now underway. A steel cage match between both Randy Orton and Brock Lesnar in our main event of the Red Brand here on Raw. And there's a stomp from Randy Orton. And there's an elbow drop from Randy Orton. Randy Orton, what is he going for now? A knee drop from the Viper. Uh-oh, Brock Lesnar now. Oh my goodness, a belly to belly from the Beast. Brock Lesnar in control. Right hands from Lesnar. Lesnar says earlier on tonight that he doesn't care about anyone or anything. He only cares about being champion. And he might get that opportunity during this year or maybe at WrestleMania. And there's an Irish whip in the corner and a hard one. Randy Orton with a knee, taking down Lesnar. And there's another elbow drop